Welcome to your daily focus for January the 5th, 2023. Today could lead to some very creative breakthroughs and discoveries in your life. We'll get to that energy and so much more. Let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Absolutely. We have the 5 energy today, so expect busy energy. 5 is very a busy kind of energy around us. We have lots to do and lots more seems to pile on our plate throughout the day. We get a little over enthusiastic in a small project, and it turns out to be this giant project that we end up working on. It tends to be a very beautiful time, though. It's very harmonious. It is about laughter and play and smiles and giggles. It's about romance. Now, if we do the numerology of the day, we go January being the first month, the 5th, and then 2023 adds up to a 7. 1 plus 5 plus 7 is a 13 energy. So today, it's a beautiful time to make changes in our life, set new trends in our life. Maybe analyze some of those walls that we have built around us. Now, some of those walls need to be there, okay? They're our protection. We put them there on purpose. But some of those walls we don't need anymore. We need to start tearing some of those walls down, and we know which ones need to come down. Or if we don't, a little bit of reflection should show us the way forward. Absolutely. 1 plus 3 is a 4. The 4 energy is about getting our ducks in a row. The 4 energy is about looking at our foundations and seeing if we have a strong foundation and where we need to build, where we need to maybe take energy away in order to build over in other areas. And finding that true balance, maybe an inner balance, maybe on the outside of what we need in our life in order to bring in happiness and giggles and laughter. We have the sun in Capricorn and the moon. I think by the time most of us have had breakfast, the moon will have moved into Cancer. So our feeling of safety is directly related to home, family activities, related activities to the home and family. So it could be cooking a meal or gardening or even doing the dishes or housekeeping. Those kinds of things tend to bring us into this peace of mind kind of energy. So if you feel a little restless or out of sorts today, very easy to gravitate to maybe just taking a dust rag to your house or something, and it will bring in a little bit of harmony into your life, some peace of mind into your life. We have the sun and Uranus talking in the sky today very harmoniously. Now Uranus is in retrograde, but it brings out this really strong need to express ourselves, maybe be more inventive or more creative, kind of put our unique flair to something, okay, make it our own. Also, Sun and Uranus together, we get these flashes of insight. Now, this could come through a dream, an aha moment, somebody says something and it just, this is the image that pops in your head. Pay attention to those things, because that could be a great discovery that you just made about how to go forward or why to go forward or where to go forward. Okay, it's also an excellent day to change our habits, change our behaviors, and the 13 is all about changing habits and behaviors. The 13 is about, getting rid of the unwanted in our life. So those things that we know aren't good for us, but we do anyways. We know it's not good to sleep till 11 a.m. It's time to start waking up a little earlier, which means we have to go to bed a little bit earlier, which means we have to stop Netflix binging, which means that we need to find some kind of creative hobby to keep us away from that TV set or that the next series that you're scoping for. And we can adapt. We can adapt quite easily under this kind of energy to stepping into new ways of doing, new ways of implementing our day-to-day routines. Okay, let's get to the cards here. And of course, this is the last day of new moon energy. Then we'll be going into the full moon energy. So it is a day to start still. It is a day to begin anew. It's not too late. If you're thinking, oh my gosh, the full moon's here already, it's not here yet. You have time. You have time to make small changes in your life. Baby steps. It's all about the baby steps. Okay. Our shadow card today is, oh, look at that, the 13, the death comes out. So we're going to talk more in length on this one. Okay, so here we are, and we're sitting there, and we've got this cloak over us. We have our weapon near us. We don't want anybody to look at us, come near us, judge us, analyze us, be in our space. We want to stay very private. We want to alienate ourselves. We want to pull ourselves back. A lot of us learned how to do that quite well over the last several years, and we are actually having a hard time readjusting to being in the crowd or being with a group of people or just getting out there and doing things on a regular basis. Many people find that challenging still, so that could be your cloak right there of just allowing yourself to get out there and smile and laugh and giggle. And the 5 energy is perfect for that kind of stuff. Our inner child sits there very quietly waiting for us, kind of head down, kind of. Our self-expression is all bottled up and wanting to get out. The true self, who we are, what we want to do, our uniqueness, our unique flair. And so it's all about freedom. It's all about liberation. It's all about believing in yourself and going after those dreams. So in essence here with the death card, what we really want to do is throw the shackles off or throw that cape off and expose ourselves to the beauty of the world, the beauty of the day. Our first card, oh my goodness, our first card is once again the Fool. Once again, the Fool is out here, and the Fool is about new journeys, new starts, new adventures, new relationships, new opportunities, new learning experiences, and stepping into those things and taking a risk on yourself. And believing that you are protected, believing that you are loved, believing that there is a path being formed in front of you, even as we speak. And the more we put our focus on that, our attention on that, the bigger that path grows, the more it turns into from thought to reality. The more it starts to become solid. We don't need much in order to take these steps either. Okay, we have our hobo suitcase there. Right, our little kerchief on a stick with our belongings wrapped inside of it. We have our faithful companion next on our heels, just waiting for the adventure. Throw the ball, throw the stick. Come on, let's get going. And look at us. We're free. We're dancing. We're dancing at the top of a hilltop at the beginning of a path. Just knowing that, yeah, there'll be challenges and there'll be things we have to walk through, but it's going to be so great. The success will be so wonderful. And concentrating on not the very beginning of the path, although we are celebrating it, but more our intention is on the very end of the path of what we want to find at the end of this long journey that we are embarking upon. So, once again, strong energy. We have the Death card and the Fool card as our first cards. And then we have the Page of Wands. Now, I love the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about really thinking about what you want. Okay, here we have a very barren landscape. We can put anything we want there. It's your imagination. It's your thoughts. So you control what goes into this environment. What are you going to create? What are you going to build? What are you going to step into? What are you going to challenge yourself at? Also, we could be a little bit prayerful and reflective here. So maybe through meditation, maybe through prayer, we offer up what we want to grow, what we want to put in that space. whether it's love or health and well-being or spirituality or a beautiful job or career or whatever it may be for you, a beautiful learning experience to come your way and enrich you with sage wisdom. Okay, and then we have, look at this, the Ten of Wands, but time and time again, we fail to let go long after it has shown its value or its usefulness to us. We still trudge it along with us. Those things that we feel we need to do, those obligations and responsibilities that no longer serve us in any way, it no longer serves anybody perhaps in any way. So here we are. Now our castle is way, way, way over there. So that's kind of us walking towards our best life ever. We know that's a far way off. We know there's umpteen hundred goals that we have to set in order to actually have that beautiful landscape that we are seeing as our end result, our end game, the finish line, so to speak, as we stand there and we dance at the beginning, at the start of it all. We need to stop for a minute. We need to take that sack off of our back. We need to lay it out and we need to examine what we are carrying forward. Now, each one of those wands represents our challenges, the things we have control over, the things we have surrendered to, the things that have grown us in one way or another, our responsibilities, our obligations. They're all in that bag. And as we lay them out, there's some with some beautiful growth on them. And we want to take those with us. Absolutely. Anything that says grow, strengthen, become, we want those with us. But there's some that are just dead wood. They no longer serve us. They no longer move us forward in the direction we want. They no longer, in fact, they've become a burden now, right? Look at how hard it is for us to walk here. They have become a burden. We'll never make it. We'll never make it with this much on our backs. It's too hard. Each step is too hard. And so we need to lessen the burden in one way or another. So today with the moon entering Cancer, it's a beautiful time to look at home and family and what kind of obligations and responsibilities you have in the home and with the family. And is it something that still needs to be done? Maybe you arrange your schedule so that you can drop your son or daughter off at their job every day. But you know what? How old are they now? Should they be getting there on their own? Should they be taking a step out and maybe living on their own for the first time, or finding somebody to room with and get that independence and understanding what it takes? I mean, they may fail and they'll probably show back up at the house saying, is my room still there? But and that's okay. But you know, maybe it's time that you take away, maybe you're the person that always makes sure supper is ready even though everybody in the family works, including you. And it's time to share that responsibility with everybody, because it should be that way. It shouldn't be just one person doing it all the time, especially if everybody else goes out and works an entire day. So, you know, or maybe it's laundry. Maybe you've always done all the laundry for the family and it's time to stop. It's time to stop and say, no, you do your stuff, I'll do my stuff. And if your stuff doesn't get done, that's not my problem anymore. My closet's filled with clean clothes. Maybe it's you're the person that always gives it the thorough cleaning, and maybe other people need to embrace that part of it. Maybe you're the one that always goes to get the mail or puts out the garbage, or maybe whatever it may be. Okay, where are your obligations? Where are your responsibilities? And look at them and say, okay, should I still be doing that? Or am I actually hindering them and myself in still doing that? Okay, we'll get a mantra card, shall we? So it is a beautiful time to embrace these kinds of things. We will adapt. People, I mean, this is a collective energy. So we know that if we say, hey, we're going to start with this new calendar I made. And it lists all the main job duties and who's responsible for what, on what days, on what weeks. And you're just going to love it. Absolutely. And not only are you very adaptable to to new conditions and new rules and new expectations, but so are they under this kind of energy. So it's a beautiful time to start some changes or start some trends within the family home. Maybe it's at work you do this. Maybe it's within the community you do this. Maybe you just do it for yourself in some way or another. But we need to release some energy so that we can apply more energy towards our true focus. Us. Our best life ever. The things we want to accomplish. The things that we want to experience. Okay. Our card today is the Dove. Take a leap of faith. I believe yesterday it was all about that educated risk. Now the Dove comes out and says, hey, believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. The sacred dove serves as a reminder that there is always hope, new possibilities, miracles just waiting around the corner. And we have Uranus in the sun today. So yes, there could be a miracle right around the corner. So stop looking at what's not working and start looking at what is working and what you want to work better in your life. Enjoy each day as an adventure. Live each moment to the fullest. Take a leap of faith and trust where the universe is taking you. This is your time to seize your unlimited potential and embrace yourself for new beginnings, adventure, and joy. You just can't make that up. I'm going to read that again. Take a leap of faith and trust where the universe is taking you. This is your time to seize your unlimited potential and embrace yourself for new beginnings, adventure, and joy. The mantra is, I live in peace, accept miracles, and embrace new possibilities. And of course, we will get an animal. And we have the sea otter, happiness, the 5 energy, right? Giggles and laughter and dance and joy, and that's what it's all about. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go. Instead, choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So love yourself. Oh, look at that. We have a little puffin up there too. I love the puffin. They're such cool animals, cool birds. Oh my gosh. So be the master of playful living. Have fun. Okay, so today, I went on for an appointment, and when I walked out of the room, I had a procedure done. I said, welcome to the new me. And I was all like, where's the confetti? And you guys didn't plan anything, like a golden buzzer moment for me or anything? And they all laughed, of course. So, look at the laughter, look at the joy, look at the experiences that you can have in your life if you're looking for them. If you're looking for them, they'll show up today. If you put that smile on your face, even though it's begrudgingly because life just sucks at this very moment for you, that's okay. Okay, because when you put that smile on your face, you're 9/10 of the way there. You're 9/10 of the way there. And I'm not saying to mask a depression or mask a serious situation, but sometimes when we try and change our focus just slightly, 5 minutes, give it 5 minutes. Okay, where's that card? Okay, just for 5 minutes, take off that cloak, throw away that weapon, stand up and stretch and breathe and feel alive. And see what comes your way when you do that. Because that's the energy of the day. So most times I would say, work through that emotion. Don't block it. But today I'm telling you to embrace the happiness, embrace the joy. And even if it's just that you saw a flower and it was beautiful, or a bird was sitting, on a wire and it seemed to look at you and you made a connection, whatever it might be. Okay, just allow that smile to come to you today. And if you can't do that, do what I always say and picture a monkey water skiing with a pink bandana, eating a banana. And when your brain does that, okay, so your brain can't be in depressed mode and picture that at the same time, because that's going to be a funny picture. You know it is. And in that split second, when your mind has to make that, so it has to leave all that behind in order to make this new picture, that's the time you grab onto that energy and start running with it because you've switched lanes. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, the sea otter, happiness, joy. And that's a beautiful energy for our Cancer moon. Okay. Our Cancer moon wants joy and happiness and laughter and giggles. That's what makes us another feeling of safety in the home, in the family, close friends. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.